good AFC matchup in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Herbert off of play action. Williams brings it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Carr going to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now here's a carry heading left. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just
touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams, 36 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
These two teams all tied after 1. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running it with Jacobs. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Carr. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Raiders. Pat Freiermuth from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 14, Chargers 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 7.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Carr now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21. Chargers 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. And this is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Play action. It's Herbert. Out to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, now Carr. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 28, Chargers 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chargers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 29, Carr.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Pushes him over, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point safely through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Williams brings it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw.
And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but... And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete.